Hey friend, welcome back. This is the Daily Spark. Grab a comfy seat and let's learn something fun today.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here, even though, well, I am currently covered in white fur.
I noticed that you look like a snowstorm hit you.
I know, right? And the funny part is, I don't own a dog. I was waiting in line for my morning coffee, and this giant fluffy Samoyed walked in with its owner.
Oh, those dogs are basically walking clouds.
Exactly. It looked just like a giant marshmallow. He bumped my legs and I wanted to pet him so badly, but I completely froze. I just stood there.
Oh no, why did you freeze?
I really didn't know what to say to the owner. I was worried my English would sound weird to them.
That is such a real feeling. Talking to dog owners in English can feel so intimidating. You just want to say hello to the dog.
Right, the dog speaks the universal language of tail wags, but the human owner, that requires actual English.
And sometimes we worry we might say the wrong thing, or we worry the owner will get mad at us. It is a lot of pressure for a quick greeting.
Exactly. You don't want to be rude, but you also really want to pet the cute dog.
But here's the good news for everyone listening.
Yes, please tell me there is good news.
Chatting with dog owners is simple when you know a few polite phrases. It is not about learning a whole dictionary. It's just about showing respect and asking permission safely.
I love that. Respect is really the key. So today, we're going to figure out exactly what to say.
By the end of this episode, you'll feel totally ready to make new furry friends.
Have you ever seen an absolutely adorable dog on the street, but you felt way too shy to ask the owner if you could say hello?
Oh, that shy feeling is completely real. I think everyone feels it, especially in a second language.
Exactly. Just yesterday, I was walking to the cafe, and I saw this huge, fluffy golden retriever. It looked like a giant marshmallow.
A giant marshmallow. I love that.
I really wanted to pet him. I even took a half step forward, but then I just froze. I didn't know what to say.
Well, I feel that all the time at the park. I actually call it the dog lover's dilemma.
Oh, I like that. The dog lover's dilemma. That is exactly what it is.
You know how it happens. You make eye contact with the dog.
Yes, the dog is looking right at you. It's wagging its tail, looking so happy.
It clearly wants to be your brand new best friend.
But then you look at the owner. The owner's looking down at their phone, totally distracted. Or maybe they're wearing big headphones and walking really fast.
Right. And you just stand there on the sidewalk wondering what to do. Do you interrupt their podcast? Do you just walk away?
I usually just walk away. It feels safer. Because honestly, if I try to speak English to a stranger in that moment, I panic. My mind goes completely blank. I forget all my vocabulary.
That makes total sense. You worry you will sound rude, right?
Yes, or I worry I'll sound weird. Like, what if I say the wrong thing?
We just don't want to be annoying. But walking up to a stranger's dog is basically like knocking on someone's front door. You need to know the polite way to knock.
Wow, that is a perfect way to describe it. Because if you just grab a door handle and walk into a house, people freak out.
Exactly. And if you just run up and grab a dog, owners definitely freak out.
It can be really shocking. My friend has a tiny poodle, and people always try to pick it up without asking.
Oh no, you can't just pick up a stranger's dog.
I know. It really stresses my friend out. So it goes the other way too. Maybe you are the one walking a dog, and a stranger runs up to you.
Oh, right. That can be so stressful for the owner, especially if your dog is nervous or maybe it's a puppy still learning how to behave.
Exactly. You have to know how to protect your pet. And you need the right English phrases to do it politely, but firmly.
It's all about having the right tools. No more panicking on the sidewalk. And definitely no more missing out on petting toot puppies.
I agree completely. Let's figure out how to knock on that door the right way.
So the other day, I was walking at the local park. I saw this giant, fluffy golden retriever sitting there. Honestly, I just wanted to run up and hug it immediately.
I know that feeling so well. It is so hard to resist a fluffy face.
But you can't just run up to a stranger. That is not very polite, You might actually scare the person or the dog.
Exactly. You have to ask for permission first. You need to approach them carefully and calmly.
Right. So I smiled and walked over slowly. I looked at the owner and asked my favorite question. I said, "May I pet your dog?"
That is the absolute perfect way to do it. Using may I feels very soft and gentle. It's much better than saying I want to pet him.
Oh, definitely. Saying "I want" feels a bit greedy. It feels like you're taking something from them. "May I" feels like you're asking for a gift.
It shows real respect for the owner's personal space. It's like knocking on the door gently.
That's a perfect way to think about it.
Imagine you see a cute poodle right now. The owner's drinking coffee on a park bench. How would you start that conversation?
I would probably start with a big, goofy smile. But there's another really great question to ask. Before you reach out, you should check the dog's mood.
Oh, definitely. Dogs have bad days too. Sometimes they're just too tired for new friends.
So you can ask the owner, is he friendly?
I love that phrase so much. It feels like you're really caring for the dog. You aren't assuming the dog exists just for your entertainment.
Yes, it takes all the pressure off the human. If the dog is nervous, the owner does not feel bad. They can just easily say, actually, he's shy today.
Exactly. It shows you are a thoughtful, polite person. So here's your practical tip for tomorrow. When you approach a dog, keep your hands down.
Yep, keep those hands safely in your pockets. Make direct eye contact with the human first.
Then use your soft, polite voice. Just smile and ask, "May I pet your dog?" Wait, what happens if someone uses a polite voice to pet your dog?
Oh, you mean when your dog just explodes with excitement?
Explodes, like jumping everywhere and spinning in wild circles.
Yes, sometimes a friendly stranger will approach and your dog goes completely crazy.
It happens so fast. You just want a peaceful walk.
But suddenly, your peaceful walk turns into a crazy circus act.
If it's your dog doing the jumping, please don't panic.
Right, I always hear people yell, "Bad dog, stop it, right now."
People do that all the time. It is so incredibly unhelpful.
It really is. It just makes the dog way more stressed, honestly.
And it makes the other human feel totally awkward too.
Exactly. Instead of shouting, you want to use a calm, steady tone.
You can simply say, "I'm so sorry, she's just excited."
I love that line. "I'm so sorry, she's just excited."
That phrase feels like a quick pressure release valve, you know?
It totally does. It immediately lowers the weird tension in the air.
Right. It tells the stranger, hey, please don't worry, my dog isn't dangerous.
She's just extremely happy. It turns an awkward moment into a gentle one.
It removes the blame. You are not a terrible dog parent at all.
Your dog is just full of overwhelming joy. It literally happens to everyone.
Picture this. You're holding the leash and your dog is doing literal backflips.
Backflips, your face turns bright red. You feel so incredibly embarrassed.
You really do. You've been there with a hyper pet, right?
Oh, definitely. That brings us to my absolute favorite polite excuse.
Let me guess. Is it he's still learning how to behave?
Yes, I use this for my neighbor's crazy puppy all the time.
He's still learning how to behave. It is such a massive lifesaver.
How does that specific phrase feel when you say it out loud?
It feels like asking the universe for a little bit of grace.
That is a great way to put it. Grace and human understanding.
Like saying, please be patient with us. We are trying our best.
Well, it shows you are a totally responsible owner, you know?
You acknowledge the silly mistake, but you also protect your dog's feelings.
I mean, dogs are basically furry toddlers. They need time to learn.
So true. So here's your practical tip for tomorrow's walk.
If your dog suddenly jumps on someone, just step back first. Don't panic.
Pull the leash back slightly to create some safe physical space.
Take a nice deep breath to calm your own nerves down.
Then smile and deliver the line. I'm so sorry, she's just excited.
But wait, what if your dog isn't excited at all?
Right. What if you actually need to protect your dog?
Exactly, like when a stranger tries to approach without asking permission.
This happens all the time. Honestly, I think we totally disagree here.
We definitely do. I just tell people no very firmly.
Oh, wow. See, I think that is way too harsh.
I mean, it works. A flat no stops them instantly.
Sure, but it isn't very polite. I prefer a gentle excuse.
Well, let's let our listeners decide which way's better.
Sometimes you just need to stop a stranger quickly.
You probably already know the best trick. I bet you figured that out.
Instead of a blunt rejection, you can use a polite shield.
Like what? What do you actually say to them on the street?
I tell them, he's in training right now.
Oh, I see. That does feel a lot softer.
Right? It feels like you are blaming the situation instead.
It is a smart excuse. You aren't rejecting the person directly.
Exactly. It feels very professional. It says you have strict rules.
People respect rules. They don't want to ruin your hard work.
It completely changes the dynamic. They suddenly want to support you.
Now, what if your dog is actually scared of people?
Then you need to be slightly more direct. No polite excuses.
You mean you have to be warned clearly?
Yes. You can say, please don't touch him, he's a bit nervous.
Oh, that is the perfect phrase for a shy dog.
This phrase feels very protective, honestly. It sets a clear boundary.
It really does, and it creates instant empathy from the stranger.
Because people understand the word nervous completely. They get it.
They usually back away safely. They say, oh, I totally understand.
It prevents a bad reaction from your dog, too. So important.
It keeps everyone safe. It keeps the walk completely peaceful.
So here's your practical tip for tomorrow's dog walk.
If someone reaches out too fast, use your body language first.
Put your hand up slightly, just like a soft stop sign.
Then, smile and use one of these polite boundaries to protect your dog.
Once the boundary is set and everyone feels safe, a funny thing happens.
Oh, absolutely. The dog becomes a tiny furry bridge between people.
It is a weird cultural fact. People who ignore each other will suddenly chat.
Honestly, you might never learn a stranger's actual name.
Right, but you will know their dog's entire life history.
Think about that for a second.
So, how do we keep this polite conversation going?
You want to keep it light and gentle.
Exactly. Even after getting permission to pet them, keep the focus on the dog.
The classic English opener for small talk is, what breed is she?
This phrase feels like opening a friendly door.
It really does feel that way. You are basically inviting the owner to brag.
I mean, dog owners love talking about their pets.
Well, we really do. It feels like pure pride.
If they have a mixed breed dog, you get a whole beautiful rescue story.
They will list 5 different dog breeds, almost like reading a baking recipe.
Oh, totally. Like, she's half poodle and half mystery.
Another perfect small talk phrase to use is, how old is he?
This one feels incredibly soft and caring.
Yes, it shows you see the dog as a real family member.
You know, asking a human their age is usually considered quite impolite.
Oh, definitely. Never ever do that to a human stranger.
But with dogs, it's basically a huge compliment.
Let's talk about how to actually say these questions.
Right. Your voice should sound relaxed and curious.
For what breed is she, lift your voice pitch at the very end.
It feels bright. It feels like you are genuinely interested.
And when you ask about age, soften your tone completely.
Oh yes, draw out the word old just a tiny bit.
How old is he?
Exactly. It makes you sound so approachable and sweet.
So here's your practical tip to use on tomorrow's neighborhood dog walk.
After you greet the dog properly, pick just one of these small questions.
Ask, what breed is she? Or, how old is he?
Listen to the owner's answer closely and just smile warmly at them.
It is the absolute easiest way to make a quick friend. Making a quick friend is wonderful until 20 minutes have suddenly passed.
Oh no, the dreaded sidewalk trap strikes again.
The dog is literally just sniffing a single weed right now.
And the human is completely out of things to say.
Imagine you are standing in that exact scenario right now.
The stranger is awkwardly looking down at their phone.
You want to be highly polite, obviously, but you need lunch.
How do you escape this situation without being terribly rude?
Honestly, ending the chat is way harder than the first approach.
It really is, you know? You did everything right initially.
You asked for permission to pet the puppy.
You were perfectly gentle while scratching its little ears.
But now you are held hostage by a friendly stranger.
The silence feels so heavy. You need a smooth exit line.
The absolute best phrase to use is, "It was nice meeting you both."
I really love the specific emotional feel of that sentence.
Think of it like tying a neat little bow on a gift.
Adding the word both is the real magic trick here.
I mean, it acknowledges the human and the dog equally.
It feels incredibly warm, but it's also very final.
Yes, you are signaling that the interaction is officially over.
You're closing the conversational door, but leaving a smile.
Then you just step back and say, "Have a great walk."
That phrase feels like a gentle, happy push forward.
You're basically wishing them a lovely journey.
A lovely journey far away from you. People love hearing it. They feel respected and seen.
So, here's your practical use it tomorrow tip to try out.
Next time you chat with a dog owner outside in your neighborhood,
Please don't just awkwardly back away in complete silence.
seriously, I've seen people do that. It's so awkward.
When the conversation naturally pauses, just take control of the moment.
Smile brightly, say, "Have a great walk," and just keep walking.
You'll look like an absolute neighborhood etiquette expert.
That is such a perfect way to wrap up our deep dive.
Absolutely. Now that we have our phrases ready, let's break down some vocabulary.
All right, it is time for our word review. Let's look back at the vocabulary we used today.
I love this part of the show. Let's start with the word approach.
Ooh,
You might have heard us say approach when talking about walking up to a dog owner. Forget the dictionary for a second. Think about the feeling of closing the distance. You are across the street, you see a cute dog, you cross the street. You are making an approach.
exactly. It feels very intentional. You have a clear goal in mind. But approach is not just physical. You can also approach a difficult topic. It's how you start the conversation.
So true. Here's your use it tomorrow example. If the dog looks scared, do not approach him too quickly.
Great advice. Let's move to our next word. You might have heard us say polite quite a bit today. Polite is all about good manners. It feels warm. It feels respectful.
Think of that feeling when someone holds a heavy door open for you. That is polite. It makes society run smoothly.
In the dog park, being polite means thinking about the other person's comfort before your own, which actually brings us back to those key phrases we practiced during the deep dive.
Oh, right, the quick questions, like asking, "May I pet your dog?" or "Is he friendly?"
Those are highly polite questions. And if you're the owner, a polite excuse to keep people away is, "He's in training right now."
It's a quick, polite way to protect your dog without being rude. So here's your use it tomorrow example for polite. It is always polite to say thank you when someone helps you.
Perfect. Let's look at our next word. You might have heard us say permission. Permission is all about getting the green light. It's waiting for someone to explicitly say, yes, that's okay to do.
It feels like safety. You are respecting a visible boundary until they invite you inside.
Exactly. You never want to touch a dog without getting permission from the human first. Here's your use it tomorrow example. Did you ask for permission before taking that photo?
Ooh, that's a really useful everyday sentence. Okay, our next word is stranger. A stranger is simply someone you do not know at all, just a face in the crowd.
It feels a little bit mysterious, right? A stranger is a total blank page until you say hello.
But at the dog park, that rule changes. Strangers become chatty friends very quickly. Here is your use it tomorrow example. My dog barks loudly whenever a stranger walks past our front window.
Very true for my dog. He thinks every stranger is a threat. Okay, our final word for today is gentle.
Aww.
You might have heard me say gentle when talking about making an excuse to leave a chat. Gentle means soft, it means careful. It's the exact opposite of rough, harsh, or loud.
It feels like holding a tiny, fragile little bird in your hands, or speaking in a very soft, calming voice.
Yes! You can have a gentle physical touch or a gentle tone of voice when you speak. Here's your use it tomorrow example. Please be gentle when you pet the new puppy.
Well, those phrases really do fit right in your pocket.
They do. And honestly, we have covered a lot of ground today. If you have ever felt nervous about talking to dog owners, take a deep breath. I used to just smile awkwardly and walk away fast.
Oh, me too. I would stare at a cute dog, but I was too scared to speak. That fear of making a mistake in English is completely normal, you know?
Exactly. But you don't have to stay quiet anymore. Just remember our promise from the start of the show today. Chatting with dog owners or managing your own pet is simple.
Right.
It's just about knowing a few friendly phrases. You have the tools now. You know how to approach safely. You know how to ask for permission.
And you know how to tell people to be gentle. So here's your challenge for this week. Try using just one of these phrases tomorrow.
Just one. You don't need to memorize the whole list. Next time you see a cute dog, don't just walk away. Walk up, smile, and ask the owner if you can say hello.
Yes, and tell us in the comments, what is your favorite kind of dog to run into on the walk? I'm definitely looking for those giant Samoyeds now.
They're the best, literal walking clouds. I'm hoping to see a grumpy pug in a little sweater.
Oh, pugs and sweaters are the best. Now, let's talk about next time. Imagine this scenario. You're at a busy coffee shop, ready to order.
Okay, the line is long.
Suddenly, that awkward moment hits. Your brain completely freezes right when you need to speak. A word you practiced 100 times suddenly disappears from your memory.
Oh no, I hate that feeling so much. Your palms get sweaty. The barista's just staring at you. It's the worst.
It really is. But don't worry, we'll figure out how to fix it. We're going to share the best tricks to overcome English brain freeze.
I definitely need that episode.
We all do. Well, this has been the Daily Spark Radio.
See you next time.